Hey, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys a recap on the new episode of Overlord, which is on episode 11. This episode right here seems to be pretty cool. Get to be introduced a new character, and it looks like events are set into motion to a part where the action of having it. Well, all I can say is taking that kind of action is really gonna make a devastating effect, but it just depends how it is taken. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning we have to it that our boy Momonga or just Ainz is just looking at Shaltir with the item that he has to end up using. And he did not want to use that item, and he gets contacted by Narbel to go into a meeting with the Mithril or Adamant or I don't know, Ortholega, whatever rank he is in. I think it's Mithril if I remember correctly. But eventually, as the episode continues, we have to it that they talk about this vampire, and of course, Ainz or Momonga knows that it's Shaltir, and Momo-san or Ainz on the other hand, decides to volunteer to take a look at this vampire, and he's been hunting her for a long time. He says, made up some stories, and some guy says he'll come along, but Momonga says, I do not need someone like you to bring me down, alright? And the guy goes like, no way, what the heck? Don't go acting like you actually know your stuff here and there, you big newbie. And later on, Momonga goes like, okay, you could come along, but let me tell you something. You come along, you're going to die. And the guy did not listen to him, and in the end, Momonga's crewmate or subordinate kills him. And therefore I go like, well, you should have listened to the guy. It's too bad, it's too bad that your rank overpowers your mentality and you think you could just come along. You should have taken his warning for once. And dang. Anyways, Ainz and Albedo decides to go take a look on Shaltir, and it looks like to me she's just standing there. She's not moving at all. Her eyes look lifeless, and Momonga realizes that she's in mind control and tries to use one of his items or something that the guy took a long time to get, which he admits to, but he does not want to use it at a time, but there's no other option. He tries using it on Shaltir that's in mind control, but apparently that did not go out so well. He gets pretty upset about this, and Albedo and Momonga decides retreats for now, and therefore he realizes that the item that's used on Shaltir is world supreme items or world tier items, which is really strange for me, because I know there's like super tier and then 8th tier magic, here and there, but world supreme items seem to be a major threat, because using that kind of crack-a-lack on something or NPC or a player could be very devastating, just by looking at Shaltir herself. So Momonga, on the other hand, decides to return to Nazarick and tells everyone to maximize the security no matter what, because right now they are probably facing an opponent that's going to be pretty dangerous, which is already shown what happened to Shaltir. So therefore Momonga, Albedo, and Narbel decide to go to the bank treasury hoard and talk to the person who's in charge of it, and that is Pandora's actor, I believe. I think Pandora's actor. All I know is he has the ability to transform into some kind of certain being and so forth. And after a big old long talk and strange acting from Pandora's actor, of course, Momonga ends up getting ready and explains to Albedo about a couple things here and there about these golems and the past people he used to have. And apparently Momonga tells Albedo that he's about to get ready to go into battle. Albedo, on the other hand, somehow breaks down for some reason and talks a lot, And this became an important moment between Ainz or Momonga and Albedo, because this is where Albedo is pretty concerned about a couple things here and there, and we all know that what happened to Albedo, Ainz or Momonga decides to mess with her a bit because so forth and so on. But she brings up certain points where she's worried about being thrown aside or something, along with her subordinates and the other people. But Momonga says there's one of these things I want to use the world items for, but there's one problem. You use it, it's gone forever. I mean, use it once and it disappears. That's what Momonga explains to Albedo for. And therefore, we have to it that Momonga talks to Alberto for a bit, for a couple of things here and there. But Momonga explains to Alberto that he's going to fight on Shalltear for 3 reasons, you know. 1, she's pretty strong. 2, he doesn't know he's going to come back or something. 3, he's going to kill Shalltear. Well, I know one of them is killing Shalltear and so forth, but there might be some other things and possibilities that I might end up missing out on, you know. So I gotta say, pretty cool episode here and there, and Momonga's getting ready to go into combat, which is going to be pretty risky for him, because right now we hear from Ainz or Momonga that Shalltear is really strong, especially when she has certain good magic against undead beings, especially Momonga himself. He's a lich, we all know that. But when it came to like certain aspects here and there, yeah. Sorry for being a little like strange and disorganized. Forgive me on that. But what I could get from this episode is Momonga checking on Shalltear, a meeting between the Mithril people. One of the Mithril guys ends up dying after Momonga warns him not to come along because he's gonna die, you know. And then Shalltear is being mind controlled by a world powerful magic whatsoever, which is really confusing. Forgive me on that if you heard it vibrating. That's just my ridiculous phone. So yeah, all I know is like one of these guys are like on the way to like cause some major trouble. Anyways, forgive me on that. Give me a moment right here. So yeah, pretty much like let's see here. Shalltear is pretty much spied on. Momonga goes to a meeting. One of the Mithril guys died. Shalltear is being mind controlled under a world tier magic. Pandora's actor Alberto's breaking down moment. Well, Momonga and Alberto talking to each other moment and so forth. And Momonga getting ready into battle. That's all I can say. I'm very sorry for being disorganized right now. Like I'm kind of tired. My tongue is twisted. Forgive my pronunciation and stuttering here and there. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So don't know what's gonna happen in the next episode of Overlord, but Momonga really has to kill Shalltear. That's gotta suck, but I don't really get to know much about her except as an undead crazy ghoul whatsoever that's pretty out of control. Well, not out of control, but whatever she is. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm off, Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye.